Greetings, badasses. I think we're live. Are we live? Did we go live? Yeah, we did. Okay, look. Woohoo! How's it going? I need to be on this fucking mat, man. So I'm giving it a shot. Saturday was... Here's what happened Saturday. So, right, I posted this. And maybe... Laura, can you explain what's going on? I need somebody to explain. Alicia, can you explain what's going on? Sorry, I'm going to sit on the blanket. I can get some stuff done as long as I'm being careful without too many. If I don't hit it, I can get some stuff done as opposed to just kind of one-handing everything, because that's what happened. I started one-handing things and then I dropped. I was one-handing something and my sleeve caught on a tote of essential oils. I've been making tallow, so I have a bunch of scented oils, right? Essential oils to help the tallow not smell beefy. Anyway, doing things one-handed, yanked that thing off the counter in the laundry room and it shattered everywhere. And anybody, if you've purchased an essential oil, number one, so expensive. And then number two, the fucking laundry room I said it in my post, smells like a fucking unicorn's asshole. It was so powerful. It felt like I had been gassed. My husband was like, maybe you shouldn't be doing that because, you have asthma and that might be causing you problems. He doesn't talk like that, but that's how it sounded to me in my brain. And so it was rough and it was hard to clean up because there was glass everywhere, but it was oily glass, whatever. So, I was trying to do some things one-handed. And for a long time, I didn't feel, I wasn't getting zing unless I whacked my finger, which, absolutely, happened a couple of times. I'm going to listen to Morning Groove G, playlist Morning Groove G. I tried, doing some computer work. That didn't, work because my, typing was really hard. And every once in a while, my brain, I was hunting and pecking with this hand and kind of typing with this hand. And then my brain was kicking into automatic, right? Those wonderful muscle memory habits. I don't know, do kids learn to type? Do they learn to keyboard, quote unquote? I had to take typing in high school. And you had to score, you literally had to take the typing test and you had to score in between the two places to pass speed. Like they thought we were going to go and be typists. Is that what they thought? Jesus Christ. I'm just having a moment. What? That was dumb. Now, as an author, as a writer, I love it because I can do a lot of work, muscle memory wise. Anyway, but my brain was like, oh, let's do this automatically. And then I'd go to tap a key and it would shoot it's like, I don't even understand how it's nerve pain because the things are healing and they're painful and they're stingy. And then I took it. So anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, I'm doing it today. This is what I was going. So for hours, I don't have any pain unless I do something to hit it. And then suddenly out of nowhere, it feels like my hand's on fire. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, let's do some fucking yoga, shall we? Because I really need it. And I tried to do it Saturday. I was going, and it just didn't work. And I'm assuming they put so much anesthetic in my finger that I'm assuming the pain on the front, on the underside, like this pain is from the anesthetic. Maybe. That's my theory. This is Morning Energy Yoga, and let's do it, right? My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company, Yoga for the Rest of Us. I really do approve. I do approve of your subscription. I do appreciate your subscription. And I do understand that life gets you, and you might have to cancel your subscription for whatever reasons. Regardless, I mean, I get it. I mean, some, even $10. I've been in a situation where even $10 was too much. So I completely understand. I'm not taking it personal. And frankly, I'm doing this for me. I'm keeping it up rather than just chucking it all out the window in a fit of rage and depression. I can't rage quit. I mean, can you rage quit from your own company? Maybe. Because it wouldn't have anything to do with the yoga, and it wouldn't have anything to do with, this process. It would just be like mental, I was going to use a fancy word, but I don't think it means what I think it means, so I'm not going to use it. The mental and emotional cloud that anybody with any empathy and understanding of the value of democracy is feeling right now. So, you know what? And if you don't like that kind of conversation, fuck off. Right off. Let's do some morning groove yoga. We're going to start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. I'm in staff pose, both legs out. If you're still feeling your low back and it's just distractingly uncomfortable, I'm feeling my low back because I haven't really been doing very much. I've been, because of this fucking finger. Tuck a pillow or a bolster behind your knees to help support your legs. That should take that pressure off your back. Sorry. It just makes me laugh. It's ridiculous. One leg out, one leg in. Modified Z sit. This is a pretty accessible position to sit in. And you control the strength of the stretch on the adductor by turning the leg out, changing the angle of the leg. Or you can join me in pleasant seat. Oh no, here's what I was going to say. If this knee is very high and you feel like you're leaning to compensate, grab a pillow or a bolster to help support that leg so you can relax into it, right? We want to start building that external rotational mobility. We're all about mobility here. I will not be using the F word. Not that F word. I'm never giving that word up. I'm never giving the fuck up. But flexible. Flexible is that F word at the fucking yoga company, because we're all about mobility. I want you to be able to move and groove as best you can. And that means mobility. That it has very little to do. I mean, yes, flexibility is a contributing factor, but I don't want you to think about the value of your body in terms of flexible, because that's the first thing people say to me. I don't do yoga because I'm not very flexible. And my response has always been, it's not about flexibility. But you know what? My new response is, do you like to move? Do you like to walk? Do you like to bend down to pick things up? Then yoga is for you. Also, I will say this. I was sort of toying with the idea of getting my hands tattooed because I had my feet tattooed. I was getting henna on my feet all the time because I loved the way it looked. And so I went ahead and decided to get my feet tattooed. And that was a huge mistake. These were probably more recent ones. I had never, and it was fucking agony, right? Because the nerve endings down, you have so many nerves in your feet that I couldn't relax because the electrical impulses from the tattoo needle were, causing me to jerk. I did not kick Caleb, I did not kick you in the face. I didn't. There was a screamer in the studio that day. And I was just calm. I was calm and imbued in my misery as like could possibly be. And I remember I could barely walk for the swelling and the pain and the agony. And I asked another friend of mine, another tattoo artist, I was like, why didn't you tell me how bad my feet would hurt? And he said, and he's tattooed like from his chin, all the way down. And he said, have you ever seen my feet? Because I do not. My hands are not tattooed and my feet are not tattooed for that fucking exact reason. And that's when I got this. I was like, oh, that's why I'm not doing that. But I do see people with really cool, like henna tattoos. And I'm like, oh, but then nope, this solved that. Or you can join me, in pleasant seated position. I don't know where I was going. Oh, it's because I was like this. Not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus. Both of your legs are going to be in parallel on the mat. And again, if your knees are this high, grab a couple of rolled up towels and let your legs relax into that. Pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal. Taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. We're going to pull our attention and awareness and notice, how are you feeling? I'm definitely feeling low back. Am I feeling my neck? I don't know, probably. I'm also doing everything with my left hand, so my body's kind of feeling a little off balance. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking and notice. Where are you at? I have a long list. I kept adding things to the list this morning. And my problem with that list is that a lot of it I'm not going to be able to get done because of this. So it's very frustrating, and the list is getting longer and longer. But, I don't know. I guess I'm going to try and fold laundry. I can do that. The problem is this. I can hold this finger up, and then my arm starts to get tired. But I do this, and this finger just automatically wants to do something. And then it gets whacked, and then it's like, oh, that's how it feels. It is healing. It's healing weirdly. I mean, it's not infected or anything. It's just, it's a very weird process. The body's so fucking miraculous. I mean, it's not a miracle. It's biology and science and evolution, but wow. Love this body. Anyway, sorry. Brain. Slide all that shit off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. Clearly, I need some focus this morning. I also made the mistake of dipping into the news. Boo. Don't do that right now. I don't know when to do that. Maybe at noon? I'm not sure. What's the time? What's the time to... what's a good time during the day to sink into an existential hole of rage and disgust? I don't know. This silence we have in our brains, pull that into the awareness of your breath. Now, traditionally, in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses. If you're having allergies, fall or spring allergies, just breathe. Don't worry about your sinus, the nostril thing, right? Wherever you are at, let's slowly increase the length of the inhale and match it to the length of the exhale. We want to create a nice balanced rhythm of breath. It's first thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be the most powerful thing you've got. There's no pit of vipers, no Darth Vader breathing, just a little bit longer. We just want to slowly oxygenate our body. Our body's already being oxygenated, but we want to increase the oxygenation. We want to increase our heart rate a little bit and really get the body moving. wherever you are at in that length and balance of breath. Let's exhale all the air out of the lungs, reaching the arms down towards the mat slowly. Oh, taking a stretch up to the ceiling. Might turn into a yawn. And exhaling, taking it down. Let's go lateral extension. I'm going to take it on over to one side and big stretch. Inhaling up and exhaling. Holding those just an extra beat because it feels really good. My forearm is really sore. And coming on up, let's take a forward fold, tracing fingertips down, tucking the chin. We're resting on our forearms. Wiggle the toes, unclench the teeth, and breathe. So elbows, not elbows, the forearms are resting, knees, calves, ankles, block, or floor. I'm sticking with the knees this morning. Walking the hands back, nice big lovely stretch up toward the ceiling, releasing hands down to the hips and tucking the chin forward. Slowly take a tilt of the ear to one side. Bowing the chin a little deeper. I'm going to hold here for just a breath. Ooh. And tilt to the other side. Always this left side is super tight. And slowly taking the tilt to the ear over. And releasing. Releasing the chin forward. Let's trace the fingertips back around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. If you're sitting in either of the positions other than staff pose, let's change the placement of the legs. Just give that to me. Nice big reach on up. So we're going to go lateral extension, and this is going to be an elbow drive. So I want you to rotate slightly open and drive that elbow down toward the space behind you. Lengthen up, big inhale. Exhale, take that over toward the knee. Inhaling up, let's switch sides. So we're just going to go one. What are we talking? This is asymmetric work. Driving that elbow back, little rotation of the body open. Inhaling up, exhaling, taking that arm across. Inhaling up to center. And exhaling. Whew, I'm getting a cramp at my foot. And reach. Sorry, drive that elbow back. Lengthen it up. And take it over. Drive that elbow back, a little open of the body. Lift and reach. Oh. One more time in both directions. Shoulders, pecs. Oh. Reach across. Oh. Inhaling up. We're going to take a fold. Ooh. I'm going to go a little deeper. Yeah, I can do it. Wiggle the toes, unclench the teeth. Walking the hands back, taking a nice stretch up to the ceiling. Whew. Releasing the hands down to the hips, bowing the chin forward. And slowly tilting the ear to one side. Releasing it forward and tilting the ear to the other side. And releasing the chin forward. Let's trace fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. Moving to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. I'm just going to move gingerly. I am using this block to brace my ankles in that parallel position. Working those hip flexors and the piriformis. Woo. Heels of the hands moving out in front of the shoulders, half to a full palm's length, right? No 90-degree bullshit here. Soften the elbows, engage the core, shrug the shoulders. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back into the fold. Oh, gosh. Wiggle the fingers. Spread them nice and wide. I'm going to be taking it easy on this right side. Oh. I'm feeling those muscles and ligaments in the top of my foot, through my ankle. Coming on forward. What the fuck, lean? And what the fuck, lean? If you don't have any time, right, or you're running behind and you're not going to be able to do a whole flow. This what the fuck lean chakra vikasana bow sequence with the angry cat tuck. Maybe even a little leg extension. That'll serve you up well. Serve you up well? Serve you well. Because these are all of the big muscles that insert and connect in the low back. And that's where we get a lot of the tension in these muscles is really what causes a lot of low back issues. Angry cat tuck. Flat in the back. So what I mean by leg extension is this. Just stretching it out, rock and roll the ankle, flex the feet. And that's because right leg It engages the core and helps warm up the muscles that support the back. Bring it down and chakra Vakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and drop back. Wiggle the fingers. Inhaling forward. And what the fuck, lean. I'm trying so hard to be mindful. If I press into the mat with this fucking finger, it's going to set a zoom, a zing, angry cat tuck right up. So there will be no chaturanga today. Left leg lifts. Lengthen it up. Oh, bring it forward and just come into this is called runner stretch. Just a little rock side to side. This is I think a gentler ilias psoas stretch. Feeling that all the way up into my back. Lengthen that leg up. Bring it down. Chakra Vakasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Draw back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Come on forward. What the fuck, lean. And inhaling forward. Angry cat tuck. And inhaling flat back, right leg lifts. Give it a little lift higher. We're going to bring that knee straight forward. So the knee, let's see, calf and hamstring are in alignment. The hip is right over the heel. This is all about, well, it's not always all about feeling this in my ankle, but I'm feeling this up the left side. Taking just that little rock side to side. All right. And take that leg back. Going a little slow. Lengthen. And bring it down. Chakra Vakasana bow. The other thing I'd like to challenge you to try. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms. Skip the belly. And take the fold. Is start doing, if you are right-handed, try to do a lot with your left hand. And if you are left-handed, try to do some stuff with your right hand, because I am so out of fucking whack. Did you see? I hate this shirt. Did you see? I couldn't even get my leg. This little finger has me all out of whack. All right. Sorry. What the fuck, lean? And switch. Of course, that finger gets a lot of people out of whack when used properly. Flat back, left leg lift. Give me a little bit more. We're going to bring it up. So this is what I was talking about. My heel, the heel is right under my hip. This leg is stacked. And I'm stretching the ilias psoas into my quad a little bit on this right side. Bring that knee in. Lengthen that leg. Woo! We're going to go out to the side. 90 degrees. Sorry, I have my foam roller. I've got all my weights here. My office is kind of a mess. 90 degrees. I've got a soft bend on my knee. You can't tell because of the pants. I'm going to come down to my forearms. Definitely take that pressure off the wrists. The pressure on my wrists is wonky because I'm trying not to press into this finger. It's translating into the left side as well. All right, coming on up, lengthening that leg, bringing it down, Chakravartasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the hips. Maybe a little rock side to side. Oh, I'm getting a foot cramp. Oh my goodness gracious. Coming on forward with the fuck lean. Ooh. And with the fuck lean. Angry cat tuck. Flat back, right leg lift. Lift it a little higher. We're bringing it straight forward. Now I'm going to work this left leg a little longer. And let's take this left leg in a little, right? Right leg's going to lengthen up. And I'm taking that out to 90 degrees. Soft bend in the knee. I'm going to come down to my forearms. Giving those wrists a rest. My hands, my weight is wonky. Coming on up. Held that just a little longer. Reaching up. Bring it down to Chakravartasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Draw back into the hips. And coming on forward. Phew. What the fuck, lean. Cramp in the foot. Cramp in the foot. Cramp in the foot. Angry cat tuck. Flat back. Left leg. Lift. Give it a little higher. Bring it straight forward. I'm going to work that right leg back a little bit. I'm soft in the elbows, but I'm trying to lengthen the front of my body. All right, I'm going to come back, bring that knee forward, lengthen the left leg. Take it out to 90 degrees. Come down. Soften the knee. All right, I'm going to take this leg up. Come up to my hands. Tuck the toe in for a calf stretch. So my other leg is just resting somewhere on the mat. You can hook it behind the ankle. All right, bring the feet in. I'm going to come into a forward fold, but I'm coming up to Vajrasana. So I'm adding, and we're going to take a little lean. So engage the core. Keep the hips squeezed forward, engage the core. We're leaning back right here. I'm going to heat this up. Coming on down, Shakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, drop back into the fold. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And what the fuck, lean. Angry cat tuck. Right leg lift. Bring it forward. Ooh, that was a little clunky. I'm really trying to keep this finger off the mat. It's affecting my entire body flow. All right, bring that left knee in. Take that right leg up. Bring it out to the 90 degrees. I'm lowering to the forearms. Big adductor stretch. You can adjust the lean of the body, and you'll find that spot. Coming on up. Oh, lengthen that leg. All right, bringing this foot in to roll into that calf stretch. All right, bringing the knees in. Brief child's pose. I'm definitely feeling the tops of my feet coming on up. All right, squeezing the glutes slightly, activating the core. I'm going to lean back. I want it to be all right here. Inhaling up to come down for Shakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Little tuck of the tailbone and release. Little rock side to side. Wiggle fingers. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. Oh. Angry cat tuck. Left leg lifts. All right, we're going to move this leg into a pigeon pose. So you can stay in this runner stretch. I'm going to shift the stretch by rotating that ankle in. I want to keep my hips square. And now instead of it being into the hip flexor on the right side, it is in the hip and the hamstring on the left side. All right, tucking that knee forward, unwinding, lengthen it up. I'm going to come to my forearms, take that out to 90 degrees. Held that a little longer. Lengthen the leg. Ooh, bring it in. Let's take our bow. Roll it on up. Ooh. And we're going to take this big lean. All right. We're in this lean. Now, if you have a block or a bolster or a pillow, there's a couple things you can do because we're going to go into a modified hero's pose. You can turn this block long and sit your tailbone on it. You could vertical it or, take it horizontal. That'll take the torque off of your knee, still give you some stretch in the ankles. So we're stretching up the front of the shins, the top of the foot, and the quads. In any variety, right? You could take that on the flat side. Completely up to you. And I'm going to continue that lean. Ooh, I'm going to be real careful on this side. So we warmed those quads up. We warmed the glutes up. Also, you could put an extra towel or blanket underneath the tops of your feet if you need that extra cushion. And we're going to come forward to Chakravakasana bow. Tucking the chin, taking the forearms down, scooping the belly, and draw back into the fold. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And switch. Angry cat tuck. Right leg's going to lift. Woo! Okay, bringing that right knee forward. Now you can stick with that runner stretch, but I'm changing the placement. I want to square up the hips. I'm rotating that heel. See, that heel is way out in front of my hip. We hold pigeon just a little bit longer. It's a strong stretch. Lengthen that leg. Take it out to 90 degrees. Now, I know I took out the calf stretch. We're going to come back to that. We're going to walk the heels a little bit. Coming on up. Lengthening that leg. Bring it down. Take the bow. Roll it on up for our Vajrasana. And let's take the lean. Whew. All right, and now I'm coming down into the seat. It's completely on you where you want to put the block. We're going to come back. And I want you to try and keep your hips rotated. So you see I was sinking my tailbone down toward the mat. I want you to rotate. And you'll find the spot where you're in your quads. Peel it off. And take it into the fold. Ooh. And we're coming forward. All right, I'm going to work the calves, but I'm going to come to forearms because I'm definitely feeling the pressure on this finger. Tuck the toes. Lock it in a little bit. Now you could take your hands and be in a modified downward facing dog. It's up to you. Just walking these heels to work through this calf stretch. Coming on down, widen the knees, tuck those hips back. Little rock side to side. Ooh. Oh. That's where I'm feeling it on my left, on my right side. I just did a little lean to the left and felt a big release on the right side. All right, walking ourselves up and in. We're going to come to back. I'm taking a drink of water. Okay, that was shocking. Nothing like a shoot of water right between the los chichis, las tatas, las chichis. Okay, moving the blanket. Whoops. Oh, is this my Pilates? Oh yeah, this is my Pilates. Sorry, I have kind of a mess over here. It's all good. All right. Moving to our backs, I'm going to use a strap. So if you don't have a prop, if you don't have a yoga strap, grab a tea towel, a necktie, something without a lot of give. Something with, what is that? Elasticity. We don't want any elasticity. You want it to be firm. Oh. Let's work a little Apanasana, asymmetrical Apanasana. So left hand tucks up over the left knee. I just scooched my right heel close to my glute, and I'm hanging in this arm. Inhaling to center. Exhale, draw the knee toward the body, and then push slightly into the heel to rotate the pelvic cradle. Inhaling. Got a little headache. Two-hand it. And release. All right, right hand is going to slide over the top. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. Move the left heel close to the glute. Inhaling. Exhaling, draw the leg toward the body. And then push into. Oh yeah, it's on the right side. I'm going to have to get my spouse to use the on me. And wrap just two hands. Oh. And release. All right, I'm going back to the left side. I'm going to use my strap. If you don't have a prop, just take your fingers right below the knee on the thigh. And remember, this is about extension of the leg. It's not about how close you can get your toes to your nose. I want you to lengthen the heel away from the hip and draw this in. I made my husband laugh. So I am 5'5". But I have a long inseam. I have a 32, 33 inch, excuse me, inseam because I'm short-waisted. My oldest offspring is 5'9.5" and long-waisted, and we have the same length of inseam. It's an interesting factoid. So my long inseam allows me to seem like I have a lot more mobility in my hamstring than I do. That's what I was going to say. Oh, I was making my husband laugh. So did laundry. I am missing a pair of pants. I don't know where they are. A pair of work pants. I got them both. I was able to use the tractor because I could just use the heel of my hand to control the bucket. So I was moving road base. But I couldn't find, it was cold and rainy the other day, and I couldn't find my cold weather work pants. And I grabbed a pair that I thought were mine, but they were his. I'm going to take the leg across the body. Oh. So anyway, it occurred to me much later in the day. I was like, these are not my pants. I don't know where my warm weather pants are. It sent me down a rabbit hole. I still don't know where they're lined work pants. Oh, bring them on up and bring that in. All right, we're going to switch. Right legs going into the strap for the extension. Anyway, so I told him, I said, oh, we're wearing the same size pants now because he moved to the farm and dropped like 30 pounds. It's really unfair. Anyway, I said, oh, it's funny we wear the same. I'm wearing your pants. Like I accidentally wore your pants all day today. And he's like, what do you mean? You have the same inseam as me? Because he's 6'2" or 6'3". And I said, yeah, well, I have a long inseam. He's like, you have a long inseam? I'm like, yeah, I have a long inseam. I have 32-inch, 33-inch inseam. Like, I can wear your fucking pants. And he said, then how come? So when we were looking for motorcycles, a lot of the motorcycles were too high for me, and I was on the balls of my feet, which is, if you're a motorcycle rider, okay, we're gonna go out. Is unstable because you could just drop the bike at a light. So anyway, he's like, well, then why were we talking about getting the motorcycle lowered? So we were looking at the same bike, and I was like, no, I need it to be lower so I can put my heels on the pavement. And he's like, if you could wear the same size pant. And I was like, oh, fuck you. Like, pants are not legs. You know what I mean? Anyway. He's like, I don't understand how that works. And I said, because pants are not your legs. Like, pants and the inseam on pants, are not. Oh, my fingers throbbing. It's healing. Is that the healing process? It's healing. Oh man. Ugh. Woo! That's crazy impossible. Let's take some windshield wiper sweeps. It's not crazy impossible. It's just I'm so sore. Take the knees over. And switch. So yeah, sometimes I get a 34 inseam and just hem it an inch. Depends on the cut of pants. Men's pants, 32 inches, are cut very long. And rock it up, bring it down. Soles of the feet are going to go together. I'm taking a little sway side to side and letting these knees hang. And I'm going to slide my heels away from my glutes and increase the length of that, or the angle, to strengthen that stretch. I'm going to have to take an allergy pill today. All right. Oof, slowly bringing those knees up. Let's go ahead and take some Apanasana. Inhaling at center. Fingertips over the tops of the knees. Draw the knees up and in and tuck the tailbone. Inhaling. And exhaling. And one more time. All right. Check in body temperature wise. So in Colorado today, it's a blustery, kind of chilly spring day. Windy, overcast, high humidity. Maybe we'll get a thunderstorm. If it gets warmer, maybe we'll get a thunderstorm. We need it. I need all the rain I can get. I'm taking a sip of water. I want you to check in and add a layer. Holy moly. I'm having water bottle issues today. That's ridiculous. Choked myself. Pulling your attention. Okay. So check in with your body temperature and see how you're feeling. Do you need an extra layer? I'm going to add a layer. And then decide where you want to be comfortable. Do you want to take a full Shavasana? Legs extended, arms at your sides, palms up. See, things like this. To think about everything. That's a full ooey gooey relaxation. Do you want to take seated meditation and stay a little bit up? Keep your energy up a little bit? That's perfectly fine. I'm going to go on my back with feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. I'm going to be working some tennis ball shit. Oh, God, I have a massive headache. Why do I have a massive? It's my allergies. Sinus headache. Sinus pressure headache. Whew. All right. If you're gestating a human being fully and completely on your own by your own autonomous will, and you have complete access to reproductive rights and care, lay on the side you're allowed to lay on. I don't remember which one it is. Put a pillow between your knees. Grab a bolster or a pillow and let your arm hang over it, and then support your head. Pulling your attention and awareness into the state and quality of your forehead. Check in with all of the tiny little muscles and nerve endings. Around the eyes, in the cheeks, up through the temples. Unclench the teeth. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Give me a little shake of the head. No. Shimmy the shoulders, a little wiggle of the fingers. And relax the arms into the mat. Pull that attention and awareness from the base of the neck down. Through the spine, into the space of the ribs, all the way into the tailbone. Tuck the hips up. And then let the torso get heavy toward the mat. Pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your quads, the legs. Give me a little shake and shimmy. Flex the calves, wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. And then let the legs take rest against the floor. Pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking and check in with the brain. Anything that might be trying to get your attention, Horseshack style, just let that go. Slide it off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice, not the practice, for relaxation. And then anchor that silence into the breath. And let's follow that inhale and exhale. Let's pull some deeper breaths into the lungs. Big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles, take those arms out into a big, T-shaped stretch. And then reach them up and take that big yawning, getting out of bed stretch. And bring a knee up. Give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up. Give it a squeeze. Take a rock across one side to the other. Little, oh. We're going to rock all the way over to one side. Whew. And I'm slowly peeling myself up to come back into comfortable seated position. Whatever that looks like for you could be different than the first when we started. Whew. Taking a moment. Scan the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. Taking a moment to bring your awareness into the breath and pay attention to how it feels. That inhale and exhale. And then pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking and check in. How's your brain? If you are going to start your day, let's choose a few to-dos. Your list is, if it's anything like mine, has 1,500 things on, right? Let's just move into the things that we can get done today. What are like the top 3 things that we can absolutely get done today? Focus on that. Let's blink eyes open, releasing practice, taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do today. And all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. Man, some days it's easy. And some days it's not. And it can, and some days it's just this little teeny thing that's just fucking up your whole mojo. Is what it is. Anyway, grace and kindness, people. Grace and kindness. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits. None of the yoga bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit here. It just has nothing to do with fitness. Thank you so much. Seriously. Ciao. I was going to reach for my mouse and lift it up.